Good evening friends, welcome to den traditionella Bonodemokratin 2. And the second winter is approaching at a pace. I don't think it will snow this evening. Maybe. It is September. The grass has already turned brown. On the station you can set where citizen will work. Yes. Also in residential buildings, which is how we're hoping to keep some places from burning down quite so much. There we have it. Cheers. This is apparently we're in Stockholm here. Yes. I was arguing with this truck and why it wasn't possible for it to unload nothing, sure, and then go there and unload 100% of anything, absolutely. But I don't want you to do nothing there, I want you to unload the vehicles or something, but maybe this is how you do it. I'm going to give it one last shot here. And you know, if we want firefighters out here, which is the point, we're going to need to get heat to them as well, and then that's going to require workers or something. Really wouldn't want the palace of the Soviets to burn down again. No. But it is only the second one so far that has been built, and I suppose the third one's the charm. So I mean, yes, we can expect the palace of the Soviets to catch fire here any minute. What happened here now? You did it! Fantastic, and you managed to park here too. That's even better. You know what, before your friend there goes and sells all of these, we should try and get a few more. That's not where they are. They should be here. I wonder, do we have time for this? I think so. I don't think that there's a, real problem at hand. What are you doing here? You are trying to move stuff around. Good. We take these. Please, we go here. Load. First stop is unreachable from current vehicle location. Right. But it doesn't have to be your first stop, you know. It can be your second stop. If we teleport over here. But I suppose it still is not reachable or something. So perhaps it is a glitch that we managed to get them in here. No, but we take away. We could try. Yes, then got you going. And then nothing. Well, that's apparently good enough to get them off. Yes, we should have a line. Here there already is one. What are you doing? Hubris 1. Exactly. You are doing. No. They. Right, it's not doing. Like a very nice loop or anything, and it's not making its way over here. Regrettably. This over here, it's a coal fire station. That's not going to work. But, if we could get a truck of coal, it's going to get stuck on the roads. Isn't it? I think that there are more important things to tend to than this, in fact. But anyway, Hubris 1. Yes, you do what these are supposed to do. I think. That's how it was. Here. You have no power. What do you do? Is this not... or is there a catastrophe at what's going on? It seems to be running. Perhaps not enough. Yes, it is running perfectly. What the hell then? We may not have built electricity out here yet. Yes, we have. There's nothing. What's going on here? This is a little bit of a mess. Well, this wire seems involved. Building is without power supply. And it goes into here. It's also without power supply. Yes, this cannot be good. Did I mess up here? You wouldn't think it, but it goes this way. And into here, where there is nothing connecting up to here. Maybe it's the autosave. Yes, the game crashed. The autosave might have been in the midst of fixing this, because I'm pretty sure that this was fixed. No. And that we paid the Western consultants for it. That was a lot of stuff that was dependent on that. That is why it was overloaded previously with the much smaller power line. Yes. So it is working and see. As you can see here. Building is without power supply. Temperature in building is too low. Needed fire. We really can't be bothered about this so much. We have to go here. Yes, we have to go to the serious place where the serious business takes place. Yes, here for example, things seem to be going well. You have a bit of coal. I mean, not an enormous amount. In fact, how much do you use a day? 8.4 tons. Doesn't sound like much. But anyway, distribution hubs for coal we will have to build, probably, somehow. Yes, but yes, we have passed 10,000. Excellent. But how many are we going to lose in this winter? I think it may be a few. See, the water tank here in this house is not high enough. What's going on? Heat tank. What's this? What's the matter here? You see, if this would happen in February or January, they would die. I mean, immediately. Or leave. I don't think they actually die. I think they pack up and leave immediately as soon as the heat goes out. They just. I have absolutely no attachment to this place whatsoever. I just leave because the heat went out for a few days. I couldn't get like a blanket or anything and try and survive. No, I went out in the minus 24 degrees instead and made my way towards the border. Yes. That made sense, but I died. I made it to Baraslav, about froze to death, because it was bloody cold outside. But what's the matter here, really? Because how do you tell if this is, operating enough? We only have 8 workers, and could it put out more? Are we overstretching it as it is? Probably are. Liz, why? Because you see this. This is... Yes. Oh, down here is only 67. Maybe it is... we're trying to do a bit too much through this one pipe. Yes, that must be it. I think that we should get moving with doing another one. Yeah. More pipe. Let's get rid of plenty of windows here. And if we could then have a heating pipe big, I would suppose that we'd want. Yes. We'll take the next one here. And just go on in this. Can I have that selected? Yes, I can have that selected as we go. You see now it's 13 degrees outside, and the hot water tanks in the buildings are not doing great. And I think if we were to put a little repeat heat pumping station here, easier said than done, yes, but it is not impossible. Yes, and then this pipe, yes, that goes down to the industrial area. I think that sucks up quite a bit of heat that we need at the town. So we'll try this. And don't tell me that we're going to have to pay for this just because it doesn't work to manipulate existing infrastructure in this way if you want to construct. This new pipe from this direction, so I think it's going to build to here. I think it is. So let's do it this way, just to make sure. The temperature seems to be rising there now, isn't it? I think it is. 144 tons of steel, 16 tons of mechanical components. How much of those do we have? It's in here. None. Okay. None. We have a look, resource status, steel. And if we look at that, the total amount of steel, 1,800 tons, we're really eating into the old buffer. And within a kilometer, there is 230 tons actually. Where is that? It's on trains, most of it, and a mechanical components factory. As if we could get some workers into the mechanical components factory, then, since we have steel in there, we could actually make some. Yes, we could. There is a bus for this purpose. Although said bus, think, there we go, 30 workers, almost. The special consultants. And you're on your way to Vavkavisk bus stop. Which is, yes, again, up there. So, yes, whatever you have left, if ever any, I don't suppose you ever have left when you finally make it up there. But if you would, you could go here with them. Yes, another resource that is not doing so great is of course the food. 5 workers. How much on the train so far? 95 tons. And the schedule is where we need to go. There is no panic. There is a bit of a panic. There will be a bit of a panic. Let's get going to Stockholm with this train. Then I would prefer it to come back immediately. Yes, Stockholm, hold out. We are sending the train from Polcheva, I suppose you could call it. Schweiz it is. Yes, Schweiz is on its way. Snowplows. Do we have enough of them? I don't have any fire trucks here. That's not going to be good. Why not? We have, unless they have been accidentally sold, but no, they are right here. That's where they are. Very nice. Go here. No, but you never get any people left over after you've been here. So maybe you should do these the other way around. Though having the heating plant last on the thing feels a bit wrong, I have to say. But I guess that's what we're doing. We're trying it. And at not the heating plant. No. Here's where we want to go. And delete. Don't load. Yes, but not 100%. Because I think it takes... Yes, but it's capped to 20. So that's... we can cap it a bit more. 15 workers. You see, in their warehouse here, they actually have quite a bit of mechanical components too. So what's can't we get access to that? Don't we have access to it? Yes, we do. 50 tons of mechanical components here now. Because the train has been and done a robbery. We have strategically moved our resources around a bit. Yes, in Molna, how much would you happen to have? None. We have robbed Molna clean, or it was used to build the failed heating infrastructure in Molna. There's much possible. 4 tons is not worth the bother, really. Sarnakova, we have just robbed Alvaret, that's that. Oskarshamn. Yes, but we have already taken so much from Oskarshamn. And it is the vehicles industry. It's chugging by real slow at the moment. So, oh yes. Get them from there. Load. And you could... I think you could even head... Where are you going right now? Katzincha warehouse. Oh no. Oskarshamn. And then here we do a little bit of a thing in the thing so it gets better optimized. You know, we change the schedule around, so you go here afterwards. There. Unload. Load. Then really we should get rid of all the other stuff, but it's one day we're going to need it again. Yes, and it's such a bother to go around and do it. It's much better to lose like an enormous amount of time here. You're right. It's completely insane. This is wrong. You don't start by loading at Allvaret. You start by loading at Oskarshamn and unload at Allvaret. Yes. And Beatas you don't need to go to at the moment. We will have to dispatch special trains whenever they're needed, I think. There we go. Oskarshamn warehouse. Load 100% of anything. Well, we could be a bit more specific just in case there's anything else random stuff lying about. There I have it. Wait until unloaded. Yes, and steel. We need more steel. There is none. There was 270 tons within range here, and if we look at a larger perspective, such as all the map, there is 1700 tons. The amount, as it's the Hamnen, isn't it? No, it's Stockholm. Stockholm, they're sitting on a big stockpile. Yes, they are. They are not going to keep that very long. For very long. You go to Stockholm. You go there now, and you go to there to load up on steel, and then you can read all. No, Stockholm. But we don't want to get it all because we still want to be able to build stuff in Stockholm too. So you take 600 tons, they have 470. I suppose about half a load then we do it. Right, and then you don't do this. Nor this Sarnakova multi-rail open storage. What is that? Oh. You don't do any of this. You steel mill doesn't make sense to unload at a steel mill, so we'll send you here instead. It's a bit of a bother, but fine, whatever. We shall fix that with a truck. You unload. And as luck would have it, you have all sorts of crap with you as well. Right. You can get rid of that. Here. Gdansk steel mill, there's really no point in going, but another quick and easy way to get steel. We have 47 tons on this train. Yes. If we just did, what were to happen if we did this? Unload. But go back. Yes. Now the trick here is to let the train exit the station, and then flip it around. Make sure it clears the station completely. Otherwise you're going to have a bad time and it's not going to work. But if you let it clear completely with a little bit of margin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a bit more margin than you need. Really, but still, that way it's going to work. And then you also do this, you also tell it to actually go to the steel mill before it has time to think about flipping back around again. Yes, like that, basically. Come on, play that. You actually managed to unload. I wonder what will happen then. Because this truck ought to be able to fill up and then fill this storage place up out here, whatever it is here. Yes. And what are you doing now, train? Don't do silly things, because we don't... Very dark. If we look at the steel mill, it's a good place. Where did you go? You're here. We wanted to go back into the steel mill, and this time, well, if you load, then you're going to unload. Wait until unloaded on bricks, or wait until loaded on bricks. Yes, how about that? Would that make you stay in there, you think? Maybe. This is experimental. And also, leave the steel alone is very important part of this component to it. What are you doing now? You need to be pointing that way, yes. You know, was it necessary to cut them off before here? Yes, I think it was. This is not working great. But there should be a electrical heating plant here somewhere, isn't there? I never did build one down here. Okay, so you're going to power all this off. Yes, I did know what I was doing. And you see, with this great coal burning thing up here, we're still struggling. And here we are struggling, and this is where we have split pipes and things. So I don't think that you want to do that. I think that you want to do dedicated pipes when you take these into really densely populated places. Is what you want to do. Which I think, now that saying that, I think I came to the same conclusion when testing out the winter thing, I might have. I don't know. Could you please get something out underneath, over, under, whatever? This is going to be too long to do in one go. I don't be too sure about that, because these are don't want to build it ridiculously tall. That is ridiculously tall. Get down. As an intersecting with the power line, that could not be a problem. I don't suppose that these are well grounded, are they? They are basically just a straight steel connection to ground. What could happen? It's a new weld. We might have fixed the welding problem that we have with the railroad and the very, very not tall power lines. Yes, well, there is quite a bit of infrastructure here. Really should get around to upgrading my computer, because I think if I got the single core performance up, this would actually be quite okay. I think. Too long. Almost. Very close. A heat pumping station then. Make sure that this one has electricity, otherwise build it somewhere else. Let's build it here. Will the pipe be long enough? And build due to infrastructure. What infrastructure would that be? You can't build due to... need flat terrain. that's not really what I wanted to do, because that road is not going to happen. Or is it? No, it is. I saw something green. As this is something they have changed. Either they have changed this, or I've gotten, so stubborn with it that I can get the road in anywhere. No, not anywhere, but in many places. Just by doing it the tiny increments. I think it is more lenient than it used to be. Thank you. Yes, I'm talking about this game as if it is a classic. It is already a cult classic for me. But it is not even out yet. Well, it is out. It has been out. I think that we could look at this as sort of, rolling release gaming, what you call it. Yeah, like they do in most software industry. We get a bit more stuff. If enough people keep buying the game, we get more stuff. If not, we don't. And then it's up to us to buy the game again or something. Or they could offer DLCs, or and so on. We can hope that Workers and Resources Soviet Republic is here to stay for a while. As the terrible, awful, worst game ever that it is. Yes, it is so very, very frustrating and punishing and addictive, and it has so many quirks and so few features, actually. Well, the features are getting better, but the quirks far outweigh the features here. And yes, I got sidetracked a bit. Was on about something else. Workers here. 17 workers in the food factory, you say. No food there, but 550. Yes, you're putting it all in here, which you are doing well in. Because I think that this gets distributed to all sorts of places. Yes, so like here, you have no meat. Oh, you have no clothing. Oh crap! How bad are you doing with clothing? Oh, you're doing really bad with clothing. Yes, we can't. I really don't like doing this, pausing the game, but we really cannot lose any time on this. Clothing. Is there any clothing here? No, but there's lots of fabric, which means that could we just get, what's this? Poloshevo Small Shopping Center. Why? No. You know what? You know where you're going. You are going to Alvaret. That's where you're going. Unload. Oh, that was easy. Yep, don't worry, people of Alvaret. It's just on the other side of town, basically. No, but he has to go through Poloshevo, the ghost town of Poloshevo. We are pretty sure it's not haunted. I just had a... Has it been dark so far? Or am I... It has been night, hasn't it? Or what's going on? bit unsure, but let's wait a few minutes before I may also be completely, beyond as such. Okay, we're getting down to 3 degrees outside now, so now it's we're getting a bit put to the test here. 60 degrees, 60, that's pretty good. That's pretty terrible. Interior, I mean, you're keeping it sort of 10. This is not right. We need to buy this. Otherwise, we're going to get to lose people here. We cannot. We simply cannot lose people at this point, because there are still 0 immigrants on this game. Yes, and according to some on the Steam forums, that's cheating using the pre-populated map because you get free citizens. I see it a completely different way. Yes, I've said this before, but. I don't know if you heard it or not. If you haven't heard it. But anyway, the point is, the challenge is to take care enough of your citizens to yes, and so they stay, and so you grow your population. Yes, that's the point. That's what you want to do. It's very cold here. Here it is 24 degrees. Here it is nothing. That's because it's a thing on the way here that's also not built. Yes, we don't have time. This is costing a bit. But we need to save the lives. Did that do anything for you? Yes, it did. No, it's 8 degrees outside. But it is rising. Yes, the hot water tank is rising. Very good. Out here they are very, very cold. They don't have a connection. That's shut down. Here they have a connection. Yes, I think there's a bit of thermal mass, to get through when hooking something up like this and heating. The temperature here is going down, which is not great. And there are no workers in here, which is even worse. What are you doing? Oh, you're building pipes. Here they come. There is no one on board, and it's not coming for here. I think that this specialist consulters thing. You're heading to Alvaret now. This is good timing because there's a lot of people there, but it's going to be a long while before you get to. This should be a line, but then it's not really that special if it's a line, is it? No, but yes, you're going to have to get up to here with this load of people. Immediately, please. Yes, this is nice, road music track, this. Road tripping here with the bus over the mountain on the very nice road. Do we even take a left? No, we didn't take a left there. No, because this is just a bypass, because for all of the stuff down there, all of the coal and everything. Yes, now we take a left here. No, yes, take a left here on a little shortcut, and then up the mountain. Why take the tunnel? Yes, it is probably 500 meters further, but it is completely flat, and it is completely safe in winter, for example. Completely safe, but it is a lot safer than this road. I tell you that much. It's a whole lot safer, especially in winter. Come to think of it, I could actually make them take that. No, but this is going up the mountain. Thinking of the people who go into the food factory. Yes, maybe it is. How many workers did we get in here now? 27. And here we have 33. So they will go back and forth and such, maybe. I think that what we should do is here. You should actually go here first. After allvaret, that is. And you get out, but you don't get out everyone. Just get out like that much. Then you do your round. And see what's left, if anything. Do we have coal enough available? It is now running at 100% production. Yes. It is... we have 229 tons of coal, so I'm not that worried. But if we're going to truck coal around to every single place once it's... No, I'm betting someone will make a small scale nuclear power heating facility. Yes, we have all sorts of things here. A double unit nuclear heating. How much do you... 3 tons of nuclear fuel. No, 0.6 tons of nuclear fuel per day. I think that's pretty... Isn't that a bit more actually than the power plant does? Yes, I really would like that, you know, something that has... imagine a thing approximately like this. Heat pumping station. Or a heat exchanger, it should be called really, because that is what it would be. That would have input for a pipe like this, yes, like so, and then you'd have this connecting to there, so, and then you have heat pipe, like so. And you could take the yes, it's a pipe dream. No, it's not. It's possible to recover some of the waste heat from power generation. Certainly is quite a bit, in fact. And when you live, you know, a place like this is cold. Apparently. 7 degrees in... sounds very familiar, this. Except that apparently this year at least it's this weather in the middle of July as well. It is about 14-15 degrees. It's windy as hell and overcast more or less all the time. And rain, a little bit rainy but not much. It's windy and overcast. So that was that summer. Yes, we got 4 days of real nice, 4 really nice days, with I think it was 25, 26 degrees maybe, almost too warm, too hot, almost getting hot. That was really nice. But if that's all, sometimes, that's all we get out of summer, and that's sad if it's going to be one of those years. Is this? And here, what do we have? Allvaret Flats. Citizens were not able to participate in any sport. No. But I don't care about that. What I care about is this thing. And this. No one is left out. No one is left out. Very good. We have not finished the pipe down to here yet. You're working on it. Very good. And we have not finished this pipe neither. So is one truck enough for a place like this? 223. Has it gone down? I don't think one truck is enough even at a distance like this. And well, when we get the mechanical components factory back up and running, we are going to build a conveyor belt. But if this is the amount of coal that is going to be required, maybe we should establish local coal mines. Yes. Not enormous scale like this, just for heating. You can have a coal mine processor heating plant. And an aggregate storage somewhere in there as well. Well, yes, I suppose that is. Do we have snowplows? Again, I ask this because that's going to be very important when the day comes. What are you doing here? 45 tons of food you have, but there's a little train in here. It's the mechanical components. It's waiting to unload. Yes, I think that you shall move out of the way. And we could park you up here by loading up on clothing and waiting until loaded. As I have a little bit more confidence in the heating system now than previously. How are we doing in this direction, by the way? This is all terrible, but it is not that important because it is deserted. But here it is important. Yes, and here this electric heating plant. Not get any workers in here. Here we have a heat exchanger at 80 degrees. Sounds pretty good to me. Yes, and we're getting down to freezing temperatures. I think this is quite exciting. Actually, see if we'll survive. But last year we survived pretty decently until through October and November. December even worked out reasonably well until the snow fell and all the roads got completely unusable and so on. Yes, now we have gotten ourselves a little bit of rubles for which we can buy snowplows, like lots of them. Not more than that though, and there might be more places that are wanting snowplows. How are you doing here, factory? with the snowplow building. And how are you doing, Assassino, with the heating? I mean, as you're keeping it up, but your heat tank is not at maximum, you know. But it is pretty close. -1. Yeah. Not a lot of people here though. Well, it seems to be doing quite alright, and this is also doing quite alright. Nuclear power plant, fire station is incredibly cold. Damn it, didn't this cover it? We can fix. This can certainly be enough, must be enough to do like a small heat exchanger. We can get that in here somehow, somewhere. Like that. Yes, then we do. Row, if you could, thank you. And road, there. I don't know if we should be constructing this or if we should buy it. You know, it is the lives of the firefighters we're talking about here. Now, this only has one output, and I know it has limited capacity. Still though. This is a small heating plant. I see, then we should not try and split this up, then we should only take it over to the next heat exchanger here. And nothing else but that. Oh, how very handy for it to be that. That's too sharp a turn. Too terrible a turn would also have been correct. That's much less terrible of a turn. But do we have steel around here? Resource status. Steel. Yes, but it's all in the mechanical components factory. Is it available somewhere? Yes, at Oskarshamn Open Storage they have. So we might actually stand a chance to build this in a reasonable time frame if we start the project. Let's screw this. You see now it's 8 degrees, so they don't like it very much. But I mean, you're not getting very sick from this. A little bit maybe, but not. You shouldn't. Just wear your clothing. We're still learning this. No. Have a bit of patience. One thing I should have done is change the citizen reaction to normal. If I'd done that, then I think that we would have been a whole lot better off population-wise. So far, has anyone died? Yes, a few. 100 people about. We died, lost. Yeah, they're dead. They might as well be dead because they pack up and leave for nothing. Yes, they didn't even give you a chance. But I expect to see losses both in Stockholm and in Stockholm has already seen what Assassino Allvaret 1600. Didn't I move like 2000 in here? That's not good enough. You're happy and you're healthy, but you... It's just not enough, you know. And neither is this, neither is the heat here. Well, come on. No workers, what the hell? Has there been a problem or something here? You know, you have food. What's the problem then? Yes, the clothing situation was a little bit bad for a while, but it never got that bad. This is not good. We have lost people. But the hospital is keeping up. Hospital is keeping up. We're working. We're working. Anyone that's at home, I would want to know if you're watching television and if you're getting anything out of it. You're 100% happy. Your health is 54%. Yes. Why is it so cold? Because there are not enough workers in here. There are none. Why isn't there any? Because there are too few workers in the town. Yes. They moved out because it's already too cold. And they ain't seen nothing yet, I tell you that. So what the hell? We need more workers. Do we need more coal? Probably. Here comes a bus with absolutely none on board, and also it's not going here anyways. What happened to the other bus? The other specialkonsulterna? Did I manage to get... stay still, please. Parked until further notice. Here. This one. Did I manage to get the... Yes, I did. No, but I have the heating plant as the destination. It's not what we're supposed to have. The heating plant is here. Instead, we want you to go here and unload, and not just completely everybody, but quite a few. And then we want you to come up here again. You don't have any people, then we want you to go here. We seem to be set for workers here right now. 20 out of 30. Yeah, you see, this is more like it. Now we'd like to see then, yes, temperatures start rising here. You see, it's still enough to keep them warm. But when this drops below a certain level, that's all the thermal momentum is you have, and then you're done for. It takes a lot to build up. Yes, I know. I suppose this is how they do it in the Soviets. To get heat, a big coal burning thing up on a mountain. They don't need to be up on a mountain, but they can be. Yes, one could use wood instead. But then again, coal is so handy in that its energy density and its cheapness and availability and everything. How are we doing here? That is quite dirty as well, but something. Down here we're not doing well at all. And I would suppose that would be because this one is not yet completed. And you're missing steel. Shouldn't we have like a lot of steel here? I think that steel... Where did all that steel go? It's right here. You know what we do then? We take you. You go here. What are you? There are 4 workers in the steel mill. Okay. Fantastic. No, allvaret. Wait a minute here. Allvaret, unload. Wait until unloaded. Yes. Vavkavisk. Load. Steel. Go. And steel mill. Don't wait anymore. And you didn't manage to get rid of all the other crap that you had here, no. Do we dare have a look at the water heating temperatures here in Stockholm? It's not great. It is not great. How is 4,000 people still the most populous? Oh, we're back. We have grown. Fantastic. But yes, we need to come on now. Don't lose track of this again, please. Now we have a bit more rubles in the bank. Very good. We need. Where is the? Did I even build one? A technical services thing, you know, for plowing. Plowing streets. There must be one out here somewhere. But either is not complete or I cannot find it. No. I suppose we're building one then. And we cannot sit around waiting for it to be constructed, I don't think. Oh, well, we do have a month at least until snow, the first snowfall. So we could try. Yes, but then you need to remember to staff this with staff. Yes, staff with the things, the snow plows. Actually, yes. And people have been suggesting that you should have drivers' offices for this and so on, and that vehicles should have drivers. I don't think that that's going to happen, though. I don't think that's within the philosophy of the game, or within the engine of the game even, and it would probably be quite a shoehorn to get that in. But anyway, much of the stupidity from the vehicles I forgive, because they are not driven by a worker. No, they are driven by algorithm. They are not driven by people. So therefore, they can be excused for doing silly things every now and then. A bit excused anyway. Sometimes, maybe. Yes, do we have snow plows in Hansasino? So we can keep the roads open here, because that's very important. So dependent on the roads to get workers into the power plant, for example. Yes. Here we have a few, but I don't think that this is nearly enough. Yes, what is it? 0.7 of a snowplow for one of these. No, it's a bit more, but anyway, it's taking its time to do this. What about you? What about not you, but you? Did you manage to unload? Not sure. No. We haven't made it here yet. I don't know. What's wrong with you? Why can't you Right, you didn't have any electricity, but I thought I fixed that. It may simply be that there is no hookup for the thing. The trolley bus electrical hookup, that is. Really? Here, there is. But then there is something silly going on here. Although there really isn't. Okay. No, you see, it's hooked up. Although, right, this is regular street that we have here. Not with trolley lines. There we go. That should do it. All the way to here. Where we also don't have trolley lines. Right. Where do we have trolley lines? Here we have. No. Yes. Where were you planning on taking this? This is not up here. It's hard to see. No, it ends here. It actually ends here. It's where it ends. Okay, we shall continue this then. Is this expensive? I think so. And then, okay, that worked. Great. Yeah, that got them going. If this will get any firefighters in here whatsoever, though, I highly doubt it. Yes, and you're still having electrical problems and brownouts. Yes, you would. Where do you get your power from? This one. You got nothing. You got nothing either. What's this? Yes, it is night every now and then, apparently. Just a little bit off the rocker, or something. Wait a minute here. This is the same one. Is it not? Didn't we fix this? No. Ah, right. It helps if you do this bit as well. Yes. Immensely. In fact, it helps. 2.5 megawatts they're pulling through there. Very good. Although, yes, the heating, the power for this is at least enough, I think. But the setup here, like this is not possible. What you'd want here is instead, let's try and make it as pleasant as possible for people to live here, if possible, to make it pleasant for them to stay. No, still not in there. Still in here. Still in here. Keep in mind now that we have both We should get rid of a bit of this. We have both heating and high voltage to take care of. Out here we're also going to want a splitting thing, because this went off to something. Yes, this goes off to a little heat exchanger here, and then to another one there, and this might even be too much for this to cope with. Or is this oh, this is a heating plant, right? The heating plant. Then we might be alright if we hook this up. Might not even need to hook it up. We can just do this. Yes, we do it. Budget, cheap. Too sharp a turn. What do you call that then? Not too sharp a turn. And with the heat pipes, please. No, with the road. You certainly can get crossing not allowed, too sharp a turn, fire extinguished. Mostly good news. Crossing not how has this managed to happen? I wonder. This should not be possible. Or should it? No, yes, that should be possible. I'm talking silly rubbish. There we go. Do we have any vehicles heading here? Yes, we do. Though I wonder, a Stockholm huge construction office, a source of workers is empty. Is it 6.5? The television station doesn't appear to need heat. I'm not sure that we can stick around and wait for this. What do we have here? Yes, technical services. That I think that we can stick around for. But this... snow is already... No. Okay. 23rd of November. Damn it. It's... Well, you are doing so great, but no, we need the snow plows out on the roads pronto here. Yes, you know what we'll do. Oh, I have... what the hell is this? I have borrowed money I forgot to repay. That must... I saw the ruble account jump down like that. And that must have been it. We're good for it, right? We're good for a few million more here. For a few snowplows, aren't we? And even if we're not, what are they going to do? Nothing. So that leaves Huntsasino, and I don't think that we do have all the snowplows that you're going to need here. Neither all the technical... You know, you really don't need to do these roads. They are not so important. The motorway here is connecting the power plant to the city. It is much more important. Speaking of which, you should get a way to sort of, if you would, I mean, we give you the opportunity here to do it like that, to get to that bit there. See what happens to the speed here of the bus when it gets to the plowed road. Nothing at all. It's the same speed as... Now we've got the hang of it. And we've even managed to get some fuel in there. That's good. Is it even so good that... let's see here, have they gotten heat? Yes, they have. They are warm and cozy, the firefighters. I will think... yes, we have plenty of fuel. I suppose the distribution officers are working hard. Yes, Hansasino. Interior temperatures, how are you doing? Pretty toasty, 24 degrees. 24 degrees and your heating tanks is... yes, you're very well heated here. We should not need to worry about it. What we should need to worry about though is the lack of technical services here. And the sheer amount of those that we're going to need, and the size of them. Yes, technical services out here. Is it really good to have it out here? Yes, kind of. Well, it's not very good. It's not optimal, but it is a place to have it. Population, how are you doing? 8,700. Aye. Which town is bleeding? Don't be Alvaret. What the? It's all up to you. You know what's going on here. Why? $18 degrees. Yes, I mean it's not very, but it's, you have yourself to blame here, I think. Damn it, crap, fuck, jävla skit. För att fan, we don't have enough workers in here, and of course we're not going to have enough workers in here because there are no workers in here. Then we're not going to have any workers ever anywhere. Crap. Such as the all-important food industry. Crap. This is not good. We're going to need a donor city. Again. Although, do we want to get people in here now under these circumstances? Still 11 people working up here. There must be something inherently wrong with this place, because this always happens. You can't get food. Oh, there are no sellers in the shop. Right, but... come on. Yes, randomly relocate citizen police to these buildings from all over the place. Would be handy. You know, we don't have any extremely well stocked residential buildings here right now. No, we don't. We are not doing that great at all here, in fact. And who do you think you are coming here and stealing our citizens? It's one hell of a lot of people. Who I think I am? I think I am the one responsible for this situation. And I think that you like your food. Yes, this is not good. This is not a sustainable tactic. Come on. No. Okay. And these are old city houses. They actually, we should try and keep people in them because they can heat themselves. Oh, this one is still not completed neither. No, but we can buy it. That should get the heat flowing down to here. It is frozen solid. But it should. You got nothing there. I suppose we don't have any workers in the heating plant, do we? There is a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney, but it's not enough. Coal truck is keeping up. Probably due to there not being enough workers in it. Yes, you see snowplow, wherever you are. This is a road that needs plowing. It is very important. These you can't really, you can't tell them to do anything. You can, well, you can see this. Okay, that's the range. They're not going to get up here. I suppose we're building another one then. Yes, we are. And I'm going to have to sacrifice one of the principles here. It's either sacrificing the immigration policy or sacrificing the complete self-sustainability and only, you know, constructing everything ourselves. But in an emergency like this, where we're losing people and such, I think that we can be forgiven. Yes, you were building technical services for the roads. Yes, a road service station or whatever they're called. In flat terrain, that's okay, not enough. Do they really have to be so big? Well, the thing is, they can be big because they are big, but in order for them to function, they do not need to be, you know, placed in the center of a city. They can manage to keep that city clear, in spite of not being placed in the center of it. This terrain we might not be able to do much of. Yes, we can. It's just a bit more stubborn. And that's them out of fuel. We shall do this. Yes, that should allow us technical services. Yes. However, we're buying this. How much was it? Expensive is what it is. Yes. Please tell me you have workers. No, none. That's all of 2 we could get. Should we take out more loans? Yes. Borrow money. I wonder if you get punished. I don't think that you do. Get punished here. Penalty interest rate. Okay. Well, maybe you get punished. Did we get workers? No, we did not get workers. Do we have any workers here? Not many. It is important that we get workers here. Temperature in building is too low. Yes, it is the old chicken and egg thing. Hansasino, how many people do you have? 2,500. No, you're not in good conscience. But then we're going to take away from this. But we can take away from this side of town. This is the special one. Yes, they supply this with workers, which is important for construction industry. So let's keep that one around. Look at this. On the outskirts of town, what do we have? Temperature is too low. Yes, it's not going. Well, at least here, where you're going now, if you go to the bus station and take the bus that goes up the mountain to the heating plant, then you will not need to be cold. I promise you. Yes, and should we also maybe do this, just to make sure that there are, I'll try and get more workers waiting at the bus platform. Yes, you're special consultants. You go straight to the heating plant. Yes, now we're in a bit, panic. Here it's winter and it's cold, and people are very, very, very unhappy. See, they get so unhappy, it's ridiculous. But it is -10 inside, indoors, so well, that's no fun. There we go. There seems to have arrived workers at the. No. It went up for a bit. Okay, so this isn't working any better than the electrical things did. Oh, and of course the heat pumping station is on fire. Why do I not have any rubles? Because I bought snowplows, and then they took my loan payment, I think, as much they could. Anyway, we tried. It is too cold here too. No workers neither. Train back in. 13 tons of food. Beatus, how much do you have? 106 tons. Oh god damn it, Stockholm is out again. We cannot have a starvation in Stockholm. We simply cannot. Let's see here. Where can we get some food and shuffle around? I mean, we'll import it if we have to. No. Yes. Resource status. Food. Alvaret warehouse is the most rich. Molna has 150 tons. Yes, you know what? You can go to Molna and pick up some food. So you go Here, I suppose. Yes. But not there. Oh. After where you are currently. You will go here. Load. Food. And you're off. Beatas, yes, you can swing by Beatas, I suppose. The important bit is that you get up here. Population 8,000. Okay. Yes, fire destroyed the building. What? Heat? What? No. We have fire station here. We have firefighters at fire station. We don't have firefighters because everyone moved out because it's too cold. Because there is no one working at the heating plant. Fuck. Fan. Jävla skit. This is frustrating. It really is quite frustrating. You know what? No, that we need workers. We cannot have workers here. A heat pumping station. Why did you burn down? There's no reason for it. There you go. Warm and toasty. Aren't you? No, you're not. You're freezing. Quite badly. Where are the buses? Where are the buses? Where are the buses? There's one. Heading for the bus platform. Come on. Yes. And you know, you really should do here first and foremost. We could... Oh, no, we'll have it like this. Like so, for example. 8 workers in there is not enough. Still not enough. 2 degrees inside. Damn it. More workers, please. Six is not more, six is fewer. Are you bringing a great load of none? Then you can go back. Here is food and stuff. You know, the problem is, again, the same. What happened to the cursor? There it is. That we are out of people here. Crap. And they're still leaving by, you know, in droves. So this place is a write-off for the winter. That is not good. Are we going to make a second attempt at this town and really get this place? You know, I thought I had it with the workers, but no. It's too fragile. Not enough people. Well, we could go all in and shut down all of Stockholm. And just fill this place up. Or I suppose we could fill it up with Soviet immigrants. No, there are still no immigrants in the history of this. Neither history. Fact. No, but you see this. Yes, no one is living here. Temperature is too low. You don't say. I wonder if we could get the commuting bus from... No, we could not get the commuting bus from Huntsasino to here in winter. In summer it would be possible. Yes, but not now. Well, okay, so that place is screwed again. And it's not for lack of trying, because we certainly did try our best. How much power are you pulling here now? Not a lot. Let's go and have a look here. I mean, this is doing completely decently, all of it. All of it is doing fine. We might even be able to harvest or relocate a few people from here come spring and get a second attempt. Because you have plenty of babies at the kindergarten. What you don't have is enough... oh, you see here? Oh, you need vehicles, you say? We're going to need to borrow more rubles. 10 million. Yes, how to do it. Yes, we could turn on the power export thing to help pay for this a little bit. But we have far more valuable commodities to sell. Well, you see, you're not supposed to heat the entire town. It's enough to just do the crap. The survivors of Polochevo did not survive. Because there are too many buildings here, and apparently they require the same amount of heat whether people are living in them or not. Yes, and this is not cutting it. Okay, so that failed too. Fantastic. Great. How are we doing up in Huskvarna, Stockholm, with the heat? This part of town is not great. This part of town is barely getting by, I'd say. No, they're not getting by. They are doing terribly. Oh, we haven't gotten a high voltage connection to this one. We should. High voltage. Yes. Yes, I know the dollar account is high, but and it's an emergency. We cannot. We cannot stand for this. Out here there should be some heating electricity hookup thing. There, for example. Think it's going to do this? I actually think it will. Yes, $1.8 million. And now there are no workers left. They have all gone. Haven't they? Come on, people, please. Is this working? No, no one's working here. No one at all. I mean, damn it, you have yourselves to blame then for freezing to death. Well, that's not even what you do. You just pack up and leave. Yes, and you're freezing to death in the wilderness, and it serves you goddamn right for being such weaklings who just pack up at the first sign of trouble. What did you're supposed to be my people? I'm very disappointed in you. Can't bear a bit of cold. What the hell? This winter seems just as harsh as the one before it. Yes, this is not working out. They're all going to die again. 6,000, fuck, fan. I mean, at some point we are now down below. Yes, we're at the lowest point. Population-wise that we have ever been. Yes. I thought that we would make it. I sincerely did. This time. We would lose a couple of thousand maybe, over the winter, but not like this. I don't want to do a do-over, but it is leaning towards it, isn't it? Because this is just not possible here. But even with a do-over, what would I do different? There just isn't enough resources and workers available to build up a heating infrastructure in such a short amount of time. I did see a mod with underground heat pipes so you could plunk it down a heat exchanger in the center of town, basically. Maybe that's one way of doing it. Or is it too hard to do? It's simply too much stuff that needs heating and such. 5,600. We're not going to make it. I mean, Hansasino is the only town that is coping with this winter, I think. Yes, Stockholm 1,400. De Saliga is of course also coping, but that's it. That's it. That is it. That's we're screwed. It's what we are. Well, do you then go through it all again, but better? Maybe. Yes, come spring here, we might as well. Yes, Merry Christmas and all. Because come spring here, we won't have any people left. Let me get one of these in. And, I'll catch you in spring. Is what I'll do. Yes. See you in spring. Yes, welcome back. We did not have to wait for spring because we are already completely screwed. The population of Stockholm is down to 146. Hansasino is the only town that is doing somewhat decently here. 4,000 people. No. It's just not going to be possible. I'm afraid. So, what do we end this on? It is very pretty in winter with the snow. But it is harsh this winter. Yes, to make a second attempt at this. I mean, I think it could be possible to accomplish, at least to do better. But it requires, 3 hours of hard, labor, not playing the game. Not playing the game, just working to set that up. And that would be, that would be pure work, because there wouldn't be any fun in it. This is a bit fun. Doing it this way, But doing it offline, so to speak, and then show you a time lapse of clicking about in a paused interface, is not the most satisfying of formats, maybe. But I'm not ready to give up on this place. Oh, there is the quarry for Molla. Molla looks really cozy here in winter. So this failed due to not enough workers being available. Because I think the capacity would have been enough. I think it would. So, thank you friends. This is goodbye from den traditionella bondedemokratin 2. We are doomed. Thank you so very much for watching. Good night.